Hi guys, welcome back to Sparkle with Jyoti. So today, actually I want to discuss the housing situation in Sweden. This situation and the problem is not new. I have been living here for 8 years and it's been the problem since like forever. But there are several aspects to that also. So number one, when you're new and you're coming freshly to Sweden, usually people earlier, companies used to sponsor your visa and also used to provide housing at least for 6 months basis, and they used to help you look for houses. But many companies now have stopped that feature, so you don't have that kind of a facility right now. That is number one problem. Second problem is that even if you say ki, okay, I don't want to rent, let's buy a house. First of all, you have to liquidate all your assets because you don't have that kind of money lying around when you're coming new to another country, right? So you have to liquidate your assets, get all your money here and buy a house. And जितना भी मैंने मेरे community में देखा है, people have bought houses which is ranging from like 2 million to up to 4.5 million, even 7 million depending on your financial situation, right? But that option is also not that great right now because interest rates are going very high. Earlier it was like 1.5% to 2% of interest rate when you buy a house, but right now with the rising inflation, especially after pandemic, it has gone up to 5%. And you can definitely take like a fixed rate. You can book with your bank, when you're taking a loan, you can do that. But that is also not that feasible, and you cannot predict कि आगे जाके क्या होगा. And when you buy a house, there are several other factors as well. Like you have to pay for the garbage, you have to pay for the electricity, and the bigger the house, the bigger the amount of electricity as well, especially during harsh winters like we had this year. So all these problems are there. And also third thing what I want to mention, which I don't know if many people know, that housing is also connected to your kids' school. So these basically in Sweden you get housing. House is connected to your child's admission in the school. So basically they give you admission wherever you live because they don't want the child to travel a lot. So usually you get the schooling nearby house. So what happens when you move house? That's what I experienced in 2018. I literally had to move 3 times in a year, and my daughter was almost at home because when we move houses there was no schooling available. There is 6 months waiting for a school or for your child to get admitted, right? सो गाइस, सैटरडे लंच वेरी हेल्दी टिक्का डेली है ये, और यहाँ पे काफ़ी सैलड्स और काफ़ी एवोकाडो और हेल्दी स्टफ़ मिलता है बेसिकली. तो टेक इट एंड गो काइंड ऑफ. और गर्म चीज़ें नहीं होती बट इट्स क्वाइट गुड ऑप्शन फॉर लंच, आई कैन सजेस्ट. एंड तो लेट्स कंटिन्यू आवर टॉक फ्रॉम द प्रीवियस पॉइंट. सेकेंड, अनदर थिंग व्हाट आई हैव रियलाइज्ड हियर कि एक हमको पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस आया है, एंड दैट इज़ लाइक हाउस इंश्योरेंस, and which we really learned the hard way because we had to pay almost 80,000 rupees, that is 10,000 SEK, as a damage when we had our first house here. When we were living in a second hand contract, we had to like when we left the house, एकदम माइनर चीज़ें थी विच वी डिडंट इवन रियलाइज, एंड दैट वाज नॉट आवर फॉल्ट एक्चुअली बिकॉज ऑफकोर्स अब जब घर पे रहते हैं तो वेयर एंड टेयर इज़ अ पार्ट ऑफ द प्रोसेस. But the owner, he charged us like 10,000 SEK, and we were absolutely new that time. Like it was only our first or second year, I think, and it was really scary and very much intimidating because suddenly how can you like pay so much amount. So of course if you have an insurance, and then then it will definitely help you. And there are many things unfortunately which are not covered in the home insurance. That is another problem as well. So yeah, something to keep it in your mind. प्रॉब्लम है कि स्कैमिंग इट्स अ बिग इशू. आपने पढ़ा होगा, you must have read it like in lot of places and also various news channels as well कि scamming is another issue. So basically you get like you pay the money, you think that you have got a house and then later on जब आप देखने जाते हैं then there is no house, so you get scammed. So ऐसे बहुत सारे cases हुए हैं, lot of cases have happened, and that's the reason you cannot get like a security or insurance because you are new, you don't know any people here. So how can you make sure that the house what you're getting or what deposit or advance money you're paying for the house, whether you're going to get the keys in hand or no, right? So that is also another problem which we have noticed. So guys, as I was saying earlier, now I am back in home, so अभी आराम से बात कर सकते हैं. So basically, after listing all the problems and all the situations, of course you need home, right? When you're coming, I mean, this is a basic need: home, food, like shelter is very important. Is the basic things what you need in life, right? In order to survive. So what is the solution? And I think that there are very less options, but yes, one option what I have found is Samtrygg. And Samtrygg is a company which is providing homes, and that is they have been doing it for many years, and they have a lot of experience in this field. Or they are like, if you're a tenant, you can they have like a lot of properties. They have more than 1,400 locations based in Gothenburg, Stockholm, Malmo, different locations. So if you are looking for home, you can definitely register there and you can look for homes. The number one point, what makes them absolutely different from other platforms is that you can find a home without a person number. I mean, without person number, nothing happens in Sweden, nothing moves, whether it is medical, whether it is job, whether it is schooling. For everything, you need a personal number to survive in Sweden, right? So without that, you can get a home. There is also no need for you to be here. So if you're as soon as you get like as soon as you make the decision that you are coming to Sweden, or as soon as you get an offer from a company that you are moving to Sweden, you can immediately start looking for houses and you can book it from there. You will get a customer service dedicated person for your entire rental period. So if you want to look at the houses sitting in India or any other location as well, then they will do a video call, especially the landlord will be present and the customer service person. So they will show you the house through a video call, and you will basically see the house, and you can then get assured that yes, this is a house, and you can go ahead and book it as well. Another unique feature what Samtrygg is offering is 30 days home insurance, which none other company is offering. And this is a very necessary thing. As I explained earlier, if something happens, we have kids, we have several other factors. We are coming from India. We are not like we don't have that habit to literally make sure that everything is clean and everything. Accidents happen sometimes, mistakes happen, and especially when you have kids. Like I was so scared. We literally had to put wallpaper all around our houses because our kids, they will go and they will scribble on the wall and they will color on the wall, and it is not entertained or allowed, because the funda is that when you get the house in the same condition what you get, you're supposed to give it back. So it has to be everything will be checked. So if you are not being careful, if you're not taking care, then you have to of course pay the damage, and it's everything here is pretty expensive. They don't have a handyman or labor person here to come and fix small things like in India, right? So it becomes very expensive. So it's always good to have home insurance. So they are offering within your contract for 30 days, for it's included basically, so you don't have to pay separately immediately, you don't have to worry about something. They also have fraud protection. So as I mentioned earlier, scam is a big thing, and since you're new, you don't know like what kind of people are there or what kind of rules and regulations have been followed. So it's always good to be protected. You will also be getting legal advice. So people are there from Samtrygg, like lawyers and legal counsel, where you can, if you end up in any not so good situation, then you will definitely get help in these areas. And it's always good to have these people as a backup, because you never know what kind of situation might happen. Like it happened with us, like we didn't have any idea or any help, so we had to pay like we couldn't say anything. We had to pay 10,000 SEK as like a damage kind of a money we had to pay, right? So that is, if you don't want to be in the situation, then all these factors are very, very handy and very, very important. So yeah, I have mentioned all the amazing points and all the features. These are the things which we actually need, and we don't know this before coming to Sweden, right? Once we make a mistake or once we face a situation, then we understand, okay, fine, we should have done this or that before. So why not to just go with this entire package? And houses are anyways not available, so why not to use some tool or take help from people, and then forget about the headache or not be so much worried about the housing situation, because you have 10 other things to take care of. And if housing is sorted, the basic things, if they're taken care of, then you can be like, like yes. So I have shared all my experiences and all my learnings after living for 8 years in Sweden. So hope this helps you, and it makes me so happy, and I'm so grateful that I have collaborated with Samtrygg for this video, and they have been really kind to also offer an affiliate code for you, so which is mentioned in the description box. So you can use the link. So the link is mentioned in the description box, and it's just an affiliate code. It's nothing fancy. So do use it and take advantage of it, and all the benefits are mentioned. I will again mention in the description box. You can also go through their website and you can register yourself, your interest, and you will find tons of houses there according to your liking. So do check it out, and if you have any questions, of course you can leave your comments under this video, or you can also reach out to me on Instagram, Jyoti in Sweden. I'm very, very active there. And this is just like, I didn't have this kind of information or this kind of help when I came 8 years ago in Sweden. So this is like just a helping hand, because I empathize, and I know how many problems and how many troubles you have to go through when you are absolutely in a new country, right? So I completely empathize. That's the reason I am partnering with these great companies which can help you, and you can find your solution to your problem, right? So thank you so much for listening and watching, and if you have any questions, reach out to me and I'll be happy to help you. Thank you, and see you in my next video. Till then, stay positive and stay happy. Bye bye. Take care.